Chosen one, they just couldn't handle how bright you truly shine. See, listen, chosen one, it started off good. When you began to break out of your shell and you began to blossom, at first they admired you. They admired you until they saw how bright you truly shine. It intimidated them. They took you as a threat. They could feel that you have surpassed them on some levels in life. They see that you did it on your own and that they don't know how you did it, but you did that. You see, at first they were clapping for you until that grew into envy. You see, envy can grow through admiration if the person admiring is insecure. As they were watching you grow and glow up, it made them feel inadequate about their own life. They thought that you could surpass them and get way further ahead in your life than them, than where they were. So they allowed the enemy to feed off of their envy and get used, and they got used as a pawn to slow down your progression. You see, they would try to redirect your path in another direction that wasn't aligned with your soul's desires. They would try to control your moves by offering advice or suggestions, or even tell you what you need to do, but then would get offended and frustrated when you didn't accept their suggestions or advice. When you chose to listen to your own intuition and not the advice of someone else, not walking in your shoes, you did the right thing for yourself because their attempt to derail you didn't work. And that's when they got to gaslighting you. They got to gaslighting you by accusing you of not listening, of being defiant or rebellious, when in reality, their intentions to help you were not 100% pure, and you intuitively caught on to that. You could tell that they were just instilling doubt in you by the things that they were telling you, how they were slick throwing shade at you to make themselves feel better, how they would talk about you and pose as if they were there to help you. They would talk to you as if they were there to help you. But all they would do would just put you down in the process, trying to convince you that you didn't know what you wanted to do, that you were just lost. But the enemy was using these people to plant seeds of doubt in yourself. Recognize that. They saw your potential and couldn't handle it. They were afraid of you becoming greater because it would make them feel like they haven't done enough in their own life. They felt so triggered by your success and the thought of you becoming even more successful that they tried to knock you down before you climbed too high. The more successful you got, the more envious they got. Thus, the more tension between you two arose. Gradually, the tension between you kept growing and it did not diffuse because they were being dishonest with themselves and others about the issues that they claimed to have with you. They posed it off as one thing, as if it were something that you were doing deliberately to them, making up false narratives. When in reality, it was just envy. It was just jealousy. You see, they had their own internal battles that they were dealing with, and your success and your growth triggered that in them. So they attacked their trigger. That's why they attacked you, because they saw that your light was shining on all of the darkness within them that they were, one, not ready to face, and two, they were not living up to their fullest potential, and they saw that. You see, these people were dealing with pride and envy. They essentially couldn't admit that they were truly intimidated and threatened by you because then they would have to admit to themselves and be honest with themselves about how they view their own life currently and how they feel they are not as far as they would like to be. You see, they don't know themselves as deeply as you have gotten to know yourself. You have found your purpose and you're currently finding your purpose while they are not even enjoying what they're doing in life because they are not walking in their purpose. They see that the amount of work that you have done on yourself doesn't match up to the work that they have done on their own. They see that you have done way more work on yourself than they have. They feel that you've done more work on yourself and it shows in your energy and your actions. You see, they feel inadequate to you because of the major internal work you've done on yourself. They wish that they could get to that level. They hide their true feelings and they had to direct that aggression elsewhere. They can't say that they're envious and jealous of you, so they'll just make up something else and make you the scapegoat. And that's when they began their smear campaign. They would talk about you to others and paint you in this negative light so that the focus would be on you and not on their envy. So others would think that you are the problem, so that they are not seen as the problem. To have a reason to unleash this rage against you, they had to create a problem. Then they fed into the problem that they created. And pretty soon they fed into this lie, this problem, quote unquote, so much that they had to keep it up. They were keeping up with the lie. They were in so deep that they couldn't turn back now. They went too far to come against you. Way too far, where it's hard now to come forward and be honest of all what they truly did behind your back and what really went down between you two. They would rather stick with their narrative that labels you the villain so that they don't have to face the parts of themselves that you are triggering. Yes, it's crazy. They are so bent on keeping up this narrative that it is interfering with the relationship that you once had with them. You all used to be close, but you're not anymore. You really do miss this person sometimes, but this person has to do some healing and self-reflecting in order for the relationship to be rebuilt. In the meantime, love them from a distance. No longer are you going to allow them to feed off of your pain. Protect your peace, protect your energy. They also do not agree with how you choose to live your purpose. They disagree with some of your choices, and they also use that as a means for displaced aggression to unleash their wrath on you because of a difference of opinion. They could also use the fact that they don't agree with some of your choices to guilt trip you or manipulate you, to control you, and to have power over you. Don't cross your boundaries for them. If they don't respect your boundaries, then that's on them. No more arguing with them about your boundaries. Don't cross your boundaries just to please them. You are learning in this lesson to choose yourself. Stay grounded in your truth and do not allow them or anyone to steer you away from your authenticity.